Hello everyone, it is Friday, December 13th, 2019. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day, which means right now today is New Comic Book video time. And since it is the last Friday the 13th of the year and it is in December, I guess you can call this a nightmare before Christmas. No pun intended. So it was another real big week for books, and then your eyes did not deceive you in the headline of the video. I do have a CGC rant at the end of this video because something occurred in the last week with CGC that I want to discuss. So here we go, jumping right into the books. We will start with DC first, 100-page flash. There you go. This is just 100-page flash. There it is. Batman Curse of the White Knight, book number 5. Detective Comics 1017, cover A. Cover B. DC Black Label, book 5. This, of course, I believe is the other portion of Curse of the White Knight. And it is... I buy so many books, I can't even remember what the books are anymore. Just bear with me for 1 second, please. Thank you. Curse of the White Knight, number 5. Different cover. I don't know why I didn't know that, but again, I buy so many books, I just tend to forget things. RWBY 3, or Ruby 3. There you go. Really cool cover right there on that. And a book I am looking forward to. This is Dollhouse, The Family. Joe Hill. This is, of course, Black Label. This is book number 2. I enjoyed book number 1. This was cover A. And a really, really nice cover B. Did not work out too well for him. That was the books right there. We will jump right into Marvel. This is Annihilation Scourge, Beta Ray Bill. That's a cool cover there. And of course, you have the Silver Surfer storyline with it as well. And you can put the two together. And there is your connecting cover right there. Really, really cool. Mortal Hulk number 28. I just like this because the masks on the people made me kind of laugh. But again, Mortal Hulk is a fantastic storyline, which I am still enjoying. This here is part of the Spider-Man Alien reality storyline. This was a different symbiote swap. This was a Thanos here. See old Spidey there in his hand. This was a cover here. And then some different covers of the storyline. This was the black cover. I really like the black cover. Like the black cover right there. Cover here. Right there. Trying to hurry because it looks like my battery is going out, so I'm trying to get all this in. Captain Marvel 13. Spider-Man 2099 number 1. And Morbius number 2. Jump right in. Oh, the final 2 books, of course, the popular ones, the ones that were really selling that a lot of people didn't know about. Spider-Man Miles Morales number 13, cover A. Cover B. Independent, Something is Killing the Children, number 4. Betty Page Unbound, number 7. Gotta love a little Betty Page action. Vampirella Red Sonja. This is number 4. Really cool Perillo cover right there. And then a book that I'm looking forward to. This is Red Mother number 1. This is the regular cover here. Here's a B cover of that book. And then they had a secret variant, which if you can tell, they were all red. This was the secret variant right here. Roughly a 1 in 10, I believe it ended up breaking down to. So that one's selling for between $9 and $12. Ninja Turtles number 1000. This was a 1 in 11 variant. Scary Christmas #1. This is from American Mythology. And then the sexy cover, which I'm not going to show. I like the sexy cover, but it's a $10 price point. Wasn't wild about that. Kiss Zombie #2, Gene Simmons, who was my favorite Kiss member, obviously, because of the blood. Kiss Zombie, this is a variant on that right here. And then my cover of the week was right there. Of course, Creepshow Takeoff, which I absolutely loved. Criminal Macabre from Dark Horse. This is number 1 of 4, 4-part miniseries. Hack Slash, 15-year anniversary. Dying is Easy, number 1, cover A. Dying is Easy, number 1, cover B. And Breathers. This was a book that I'm looking forward to. Again, another $9.99 price point. We'll see where that goes. So those are the books I picked up this week, and I am going to try to get the rant in. My friend sent a book in, a really nice Fight Comics number 42 from 1946. This was, of course, a pre-code, and the most important thing about this book is that it was the last World War II cover of that book. Now, if you want to see the book, I showed a picture of that book on my Instagram account. We graded that book out as a 6.5. It was sent in to CGC. He wanted to send it in. It was sent into CGC to get clean, pressed, and graded. We agreed on a 6.5 grade on that book. He put it in at the end of, well, I guess the first week of August, which was Amazing Con. And waited for the book. Book finally came in the other day. He took the book out, noticed a green label, which of course is a qualified grade book. Now, we didn't know why it was a qualified grade book, and the reason it was a qualified grade book to them is because in the process of getting it pressed and cleaned by the great CGC, the cover got detached. Now, here's the problem I have with that. Number one, if I'm sending a product in, especially a book like this, that is a very rare book and a nice mid to high grade book, I don't want the cover to be detached by the company. I made a comment about that on my Instagram, and I've gotten a lot of replies and messages from people who say the same thing, that they also send books in to get cleaned and pressed, and guess what? They come back damaged or detached. That's absolutely unacceptable. You're paying for a service. CGC is supposed to be this powerhouse in the grading community, which is a huge scam. You already know my feelings on the qualified grade, and when the question was asked who decided to make it a qualified grade, the answer from CGC was basically, well, our graders, when they're doing the books, they'll make the decision if they want to make it a qualified grade. Well, it shouldn't be their decision. They don't want a qualified grade. It's either a qualified grade or a detached cover as a 2.5 blue label. Qualified grades are a waste of money. Qualified grades are a joke, and I think you all understand my feelings on qualified grades. I have done videos on that in the past. And again, I'm just trying to go quickly because, time is running short. Now, CGC was like, well, we got to investigate to see how the cover came off, and if in fact it did come off on our area. It did come off because it was graded by 2 people who understood that that was a beautiful book in a nice 6.5 range, which is a high grade for any book in the 40s. I don't care what you said. They gave it a qualified grade 8.0. Now, of course, you can see that book again on my Instagram, which is Arkham LV, and you can see a picture of the book in the grading case. So they said they would pay the difference, of the cost of the book. Well, the difference is a 2.5 in that book is about $100 out of the price guide in the Overstreet. A 8.0 is $435, but here's the difference. As you know, price guide is simply just a guide. The actual sell price for that book, the last time a book in an 8.0 sold, was over $1,200. CGC isn't going to pay the $1,200. They're going to pay the difference between the $435 and the $100, which is basically $335, which is an absolute joke. I am so sick of CGC, and I'm sick of people buying into this fact that they're so great. They'll screw your books up just like anybody else, and they don't care about it. To them, they'll just throw the money back at you and say, no big deal, because more people are going to still send us books, whether we damage books or not. Now, this is not some isolated story. CGC has damaged several books with their pressing and cleaning service, and they'll blame a third party. who does their cleaning and pressing. No, I blame CGC. You're putting your name to it. You're asking for the service. You're making people buy the service. You charge an arm and a leg. You keep books for 3 and 4 months at a time. That book should come back cleaned and pressed better than how you got it, not detached. And I don't want to hear the excuse about, well, accidents happen. Sure, accidents happen once in a while, but between the overgrading that CGC does and now damaging books, and now I'm hearing that a lot of books get damaged when they send it into the cleaning and pressing service. Maybe it's time to reevaluate your cleaning and pressing service, or maybe it's time that customers like you and viewers like you learn how to grade books properly so you don't need CGC to tell you what your book is worth. So there was that right there. Again, just a little bit of a rant. I get so tired of CGC, and I love when these things come up because people just will make excuses for CGC and blame something else. So that's all we have this week. I will get back on Tuesday to doing my preview books for the upcoming week. I got away from that the last couple weeks, taking care of things from work. So I'll get back into that. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday the 13th, and I'll see you later.